So did you know, Gahul, that apparently the color blue didn't exist in ancient Greece?
Yeah, I heard that, bro. I heard that theory. That's why the in Odyssey the sea is blood red, wine red. Yeah.
What a
Oh,
scam.
yeah. What a
Oh,
scam.
there's no
Oh, by the way, we're live. We're live on 5 Pounds of Gunt. Welcome to what will
There's no
inevitably
reference to
be
blue. Even to
a
describe
audio.
like the ocean or the sky, they use different things to describe it.
What?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
use
buddy.
shit.
The concept of blue doesn't exist in ancient Greece.
No, I'm
I don't know.
I'm 100% on board with that. Actually, I was
The
twitching that
concept of
shit.
blue might not have existed, but definitely the color blue existed.
How do you know that?
Because
No.
the sky is blue
How do you
and
know
the
that?
ocean is blue.
See, that's the thing. They don't describe it as blue. They describe it as the color of
Blue didn't
wine.
exist yet, buddy.
That they
Well, they're
don't.
just, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to
Color
say to
blue
that. It's
existed,
just,
but the Greeks couldn't perceive the color blue because they didn't have the
Yeah,
idea of
maybe
it.
that's why the Masons use blue.
what? It's just
Well, it's the
insane.
Blue Lodge, buddy.
Yeah.
Blue Lodge.
The Blue Lodge.
I'm not
Well,
joking. This is a legit, serious, like historical theory.
When you do a Mason's Lodge, all of the walls internally are all blue,
Right,
except for like the ceremony room.
right. That's true. I don't know. I never looked into it there, buddy, because I just don't give a fuck.
Listen, PPP, the idea is that because the concept of blue didn't exist, they couldn't actually perceive it because our brains are too stupid that unless we unlock the thought of blue, it doesn't actually exist.
That's fucking retarded, though.
It
That
is.
is genuinely retarded, though.
But why was the sea the color of wine then? Back then, was it just a red
Maybe
sea
it was
back
just
then?
like a literary. I don't know. Maybe it was like a literary device.
What
or
color
something
is
like
wine? Is it anything but like red? Right? Like, is it white and red? And I don't think the sea was.
That? Yeah,
like,
white and red.
I don't think the sea was like a Pinot. It wasn't a fucking like Pinot Grigio. It was clearly a deep blood red because they didn't have the concept of blue.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, folks. Well, let's get into the fucking wrestling show.
We're back head to head with Monday Night Raw. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I don't think anything's going on Raw that I want to watch.
Well, apparently Sheamus and McIntyre had a good match. Apparently it was pretty good. It went over like 20 minutes.
Maybe the Miz will lose his title to Bobby Lashley tonight. That might be.
I can only pray that actually happens, and then we get McIntyre and Lashley, right? Otherwise, it's going to be The Miz and Bad Bunny in the main event of WrestleMania, and I just don't know if I'm going to keep watching wrestling if that happens.
Dude, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
It's gonna be badass. I can't wait. It's gonna be so good.
It's tremendous. The greatest Mania ever. Headlined by the biggest recording artist in the world who doesn't speak English.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
I forgot my
It's
gimmick.
like so dystopian. He comes out just fucking singing in Spanish and shit. Dancing around Booker T, his black manservant. I don't fucking know. I'm not a big fan of this Bad Bunny character. I hope that he fucking, suffers some sort of stroke or heart attack that either kills him or paralyzes him so that we do not have to witness him wrestle The Miz at WrestleMania. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for, folks. But we're going to look at AEW.
Yeah, we'll talk about AEW.
Tonight.
Anything else you want to get into, though, tonight? I haven't watched anything else. I watched the Moxley versus Kenta match on New Japan Strong. You might review that quick?
Yeah, give me that. Give me the scoop, brother.
So I watched that with my friends about 3 a.m. Saturday night after we were done with our party we were having, and we were playing Guitar Hero, bro. We were playing Guitar Hero 3. It was so cool. Haven't played that game in forever. Still a great game. Anyways, we were watching watch the match. It's about 15 minutes long total. Without entrances. With the entrances, probably like 20 minutes with the entrances, and it was really good. Just nice, solid match. A lot of heavy slaps. Moxley beat Kenta. But it was still pretty good, and I think it was the right choice to have Moxley win. I think he's a better, U.S. champion. I think Kenta should probably be back. It would be a good. I don't know who you haven't feud with in New Japan Strong, but hopefully he gets to be like the top of that Strong show. He like comes in and does matches with guys more now. But no.
So what is the Strong show?
New Japan Strong is their show they do every Friday. It's an hour long, and it's just their U.S. talent. It's like they have an LA dojo where they have a bunch of their U.S. What? Yeah, it's like their...
The LA dojo.
The LA dojo. It's all their U.S. guys. They have a couple of guys they hired from MLW and stuff. They've got like Chris Dickinson and some shit. Fucking Brody King's on there now.
Okay.
They've got a couple of like like indie or ROH stars they've brought in, but it's mostly just like their young lions over there. But it's actually pretty good. It's a quality show. It's a kind of like a studio thing. It reminds me a lot of NWA Power, but with some good production value and some good wrestling. It's a good, fun show. It's nothing great or groundbreaking, but it's a nice way to spend if you got like an hour on a Friday or a Saturday. It's kind of like nice thing to watch.
What is it on? Is it on YouTube or New Japan World or what is it?
It's on New Japan World. Yeah, I'd watch.
Is it?
I would go out of your way to watch the Kenta Moxley match this week if you get a chance.
Was it that good?
It was 15 minutes. 15 minutes. That was actually a lot of fun. There's some really good solid kicks and hits. It was like an actual like Japan style match on U.S. soil, which I really liked. It was fun.
Okay, because Moxley really hasn't impressed me with his work in a long time, so I'll check that out.
It was more a showcase of Kenta than it was of Moxley, although Moxley did some good selling and stuff. He actually sold he actually sold a lot for Kenta. Like he was like in like writhing in pain and stuff, which was nice. But Kenta looked really fucking good in that match, and I thought it was a good styles match. And it wasn't like a technical wrestling match, it was more like a striking contest, but Kenta got some really fucking good hits in there. Like he really fucking shot the shit out of him. It was nice. So I would highly recommend the Moxley versus Kenta match on Strong. You get a chance. I'm sure you can find it illegally somewhere, but you got 15 minutes to spare. It's worth it, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to track it down and give it a watch, and maybe I'll let you know about it next week. What I thought about it. Maybe I'll start watching Strong or whatever it is. What is it? NWA Strong, you said?
It's New Japan Strong. New
Japan Strong.
Not NWA.
NWA Power is what I'm thinking of. Like, it's getting fucked up in my mind. It's getting short-circuited.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll give it a fucking go. I don't know. I'm almost struggling to fucking find the time for AEW right now.
I agree. It's hard to do anything if you don't watch it live. You just have to like watch it over a weekend or something. 2 hours is a lot to get through.
Yeah. But I don't know. This week's AEW, the big news from AEW this week was they signed the Big Show.
The Big Show, the New Year's baby, Big Show, the Giant.
I can't believe it. I can't believe he left WWE. I'm really surprised.
Well, you know why? You know why, right?
No, I have.
He wants to do the match with Shaq. This is all about doing the match with fucking Shaq.
They better do the match with Shaq, but they fucked it up because why would you announce that you've hired Paul White? Why wouldn't you just have him come in and interfere in the finish of Cody and Shaq? Fuck over Shaq, Cody wins or whatever, and then you do Shaq and Big Show at like a pay-per-view or something, and you build towards that.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because they didn't hire him as a wrestler; they hired him as a commentator. And they have which is retarded. I agree, but they have to announce because they're doing their like new YouTube or TV show on Monday in 2 weeks, so they have to announce it so far ahead of time. So they have to announce the show, and they've got to announce why you would want to watch the show, and the reason why is because Big Show is commentating it. And I'm sure Big Show.
I mean, Big Show was never really a talker, though.
No, he's not. And I don't know if they have like super faith in him. I mean, he was an okay talker eventually in the WWE at one point before they started doing super scripted promos. He was okay. But I don't know what the plan is as a commentator, but I guess they just want to give him a job, and he probably just wants to work with Shaq. Yeah. It's like, well, I don't want to wrestle that much, but I'll be a commentator, I don't know.
Yeah, but you got to imagine they're paying him a fucking fortune to get him away from Vince. And I just don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe they're
the money. Like, why?
I don't know. I don't know why.
For Big Show.
Because the only money thing is Big Show and Shaq. He's not even. Yeah, go ahead.
This is his last heel turn. This is his last heel/face turn. He turns on Vince at the end. He's turned every month for 30 years, and now at the end he turns on Vince himself.
Yeah. It's just. So there's only the one thing really that you want to see him do, which is be with Shaq.
Right.
Now, if they get crowds back, honestly, the only way to do a Big Show is to have him come in as the ultimate heel who squashes every AEW favorite and is like being pushed really strong. And the fans will probably hate it. They will fucking hate it if Big Show is like going over Omega. If Big Show's going over like the Young Bucks. He squashes both Young Bucks. He squashes fucking Hangman. and then have him put their whoever they want to be their big face over Big Show in the end, and have him like retire or whatever. I mean, that's the way to do it. But the problem is, as well, is he's going by Paul White or whatever the fuck his name is, and they need to come up with something better than that. I don't know if Giant is in the public domain, if they can use that, or if it's over. They can't.
He could probably wrestle as the Giant or the Giant Paul White. You could use his name still, or maybe Giant White, the White Giant. He's the White Giant.
The White Giant.
The White Giant. Oh, have him wrestle Shaq, the Black Giant versus the White Giant. Can you
Race war.
Yeah.
Race war.
And then bring Giant Gonzalez back and do the Mexican Giant in there, and then fucking the Great Khali, the Brown Giant.
Yeah. But I was shocked. I was genuinely surprised to see him go, because he's been with them 20 years. He's such a company man. He did everything they ever asked, including being the New Year's baby, embarrassing himself, being a sumo wrestler in a fucking diaper. He ate all the shit in the world. Remember him like having to fall to his knees crying in the ring. He
had to like fucking like job out to Floyd Mayweather, who's like a third his size.
Yeah.
But it was worth it.
It was worth it. And I always thought that like he probably doesn't have that much longer to live anyway.
No.
And I just kind of thought that, if he was going to be like an ambassador and like travel around the world and do charitable work and appearances and stuff, it would be best to do that with WWE. And they also have access to all of his video library and promotion. They got him into that Netflix show, which I guess has been canceled, his Netflix show. It's just surprising to me that he would choose to go to AEW.
Maybe he's got like a deal where he's gonna like show up in a TBS show or a TNT show if he goes to AEW. Maybe that's like part of the deal. Why is he not? He should be on Go Big Show, right? The Go Big Show. He should just show up on that for an episode or two, right? Like that just makes sense. Like, am I retarded? Or that just makes a ton of sense.
No. It does make a ton of sense.
And the thing is, he can't travel around right now with WWE, so that part of that company is like done. And I don't know if it's ever going to come back. Like, I think it's they do some kind of ambassador stuff, but they're basically not doing house shows. Even when they come back, they're not going to do house shows. They were done with house shows before the pandemic hit. Remember?
Yeah, because they were losing their fucking ass on house shows, and working house shows doesn't really make sense when the bulk of their revenue is coming from TV. And is coming from like the deal with Peacock and all this sort of stuff, right? Yeah. And you're having these guys work like 300 fucking dates a year, which is insane. And their bodies get fucked up and burned out. So I'm glad to see the fucking house shows go. And the thing is, going to a house show, it's always shit. Like, I don't know if it's totally shit, but it's not as good.
I went to a house show and I got box seats for free because I knew one of the guys who worked in one of the companies there.
Yeah.
That was fun because you got to be in the box seats, kind of got to hang out. You got some free food and shit, got to just kind of hang out, watch the show, go back and watch some TV. It was kind of fun, It was cool, but that was because you were in the box seats, But like just going to I've been to some NXT house shows that were a lot of fun actually, but basically any like main roster house show I've been to, it's been like it's such a slog, It's like there's nothing fun going on. There's no they still have the commercial breaks. Like if they didn't going to a TV isn't fun because you have commercial breaks, but there's still commercial breaks on the house shows. It's just fucking ridiculous.
It's fucking stupid, and the outcome of every fucking match, like right off. Like you basically know what's gonna happen, and then they'll like put a WWE title match on the house show, and it's like, well, what the fuck? Like really? Like, am I gonna expect that in this local bumfuck Canadian town, we're gonna fucking take the title off of Randy Orton or whatever? I mean, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know. Some of that stuff's fucking silly. I remember.
The only time I think I've ever heard of it, I remember a title changed hands on a house show once because I started watching again. I think it was at Madison Square Garden.
It happened. The U.S. title, I think, was it at that time, or the IC title?
It was.
I remember.
And it was also the NXT title changed hands at house show with Samoa Joe.
And probably about 10 years ago, I remember the tag team titles changing at I think a house show in South Africa or something like that.
That sounds right.
I think it was like Justin Gabriel got the tag team titles in South Africa or something like this with Heath Slater. I could be remembering that wrong, but I know the tag titles did change hands one time on a house show. I remember one time I went to a house show and it was during the Nexus angle, And I don't know, I was probably 15 or so, 15, something like that. And with my brother and our buddies, and we all had the Nexus shirts, and it was Nexus versus Team Canada.
Yes.
And these kids below us were cheering for Team Canada, and like Bret Hart and like Edge and Christian and all these. And we were just cheering for Nexus, and we were like shutting the kids down, like bullying these like 7-8-year-old kids and telling them to shut their mouths and that the Nexus read it. And we like their parents were getting rattled with us. But then of course Team Canada won and we were blown out, right? So they all fucking
they turned around like
yeah, and they laughed at us, and it was like, no. We knew the kids were gonna blow us out, But that was a fun fucking. That was probably the most fun I had at that house show. Because other than that, it wasn't fantastic. But yeah, I don't know. Big show. I just don't know how much it really moves the needle or helps AEW. I don't see how they get their money back.
There's a couple of big matches they can pull. I mean, obviously, Big Show versus Shaq will move numbers. Not a ton, but it'll be a good pay-per-view match they could probably do. I think they might sell a couple pay-per-views on Big Show versus Shaq. I think that was a big money match WWE wanted to do, and I think it actually, I think it would actually draw like a real interest in. I think the Big Show, the biggest wrestler ever, and Shaq, biggest athlete ever. It's I would say that's a good match. Even just for that one match, I think it's worth it just to actually have Big Show versus Shaq finally. Even if it's not on WrestleMania, have it be like a Double or Nothing or whatever, All Out. But
yeah. People do know who the Big Show is. They do. He was around when wrestling was really popular.
A top guy. I mean, maybe when he first came in, he was world champion for a little while, and like that one WrestleMania, the one McMahon in every corner, or whatever. I think it was 2000.
Yeah.
But that's it. I don't think he's had like he's always been like kind of there. But I'm okay with it. I think they're hiring him as a commentator. I hope he's good. I hope he's as good as Taz is on commentary, which has been a nice surprise. I didn't watch Darby every time.
Yeah.
Sometimes they turn in, he's good. So hopefully it gives him a chance to do something good with the rest of his career. Because I don't think they were doing anything with him in WWE. I think if he just stood there, he would just collect a paycheck or a legend contract.
Yeah, but there's only so much you can really do with him at this point. And I don't know if he's even going to be alive in 10 years, so I don't know. Which is real sad, but he knows that.
I think
it is what it is.
Last I checked, he was pretty healthy though. But those big guys, they just die early.
That's what happens is they break down in their 50s and fucking go by the time they're 60. So that's the big news this week. I don't know if there was anything else that was big that came out. I didn't hear about anything.
Let's see. There was the women's tournament. The finals for that have been decided, but that's not really big news. That's just fucking there. Like, who gives a shit, bro?
Well, what's the finals? What's the finals?
The finals is
Riho and Nyla?
No, Nyla beat Riho. Actually, Thunder Rosa beat Riho, and then Nyla beat Thunder Rosa. So it's Nyla versus some Japanese bitch who's not even like one of the major Japanese bitches. It's like a mid-carder Japanese bitch versus Nyla. So Nyla's gonna fucking win it. And we're gonna get Nyla and Shida again. Again.
No.
I hope it's this other Japanese bitch, even though she's clearly a mid-carder. But like,
why do we have to give this transgender person the belt? Because they're going to take it off Hikaru Shida, right? And put it on Nyla. Because at this point, what more can they do with Hikaru?
Nothing. I think they've fucking exhausted their options with Shida. This is their chance to make a new match for her, right? This is the chance to make a new fucking face-off. Have one of these Japanese women come in and win the title, or have Riho come back. Because we haven't seen Shida versus Riho, I don't think, right?
Well, I was really surprised that it wasn't Riho winning this tournament. That was my pick to win the tournament. I'm pretty surprised that they're going to go in this direction with Nyla.
Right, and we didn't even see Riho win the tournament. We saw Riho win a match. We didn't even see Nyla win a match on TV once, I don't think, right? Or was that one?
Yeah.
I think the first match, I think she was in one.
Well, there's the one this week.
That's right. She was in the
but
one
it wasn't on TV.
Was it on TV? Whatever the case, I don't think I've seen Nyla much on TV at all. I haven't seen most of this tournament.
I haven't seen her on TV in a long time. It's been a while, right? Since she was last on TV.
Yeah. What happened to hot chicks?
I don't know.
Someone in the chat saying this. What happened to the fucking hot chicks? Where are all my hot babes? Where are my fucking babes? Where are the babes?
they're almost better off just hiring like underwear models and shit because the women that they have to wrestle aren't even that fucking good anyway.
No.
So they may as well just hire fucking underwear models. I don't even know what happened. What happened to that bitch who was like the alien, who was like pretending to be an alien? Did she get injured? Or?
She got injured, yeah.
Jesus.
She broke her knee or something. But where are the hot babes? Like, really, like, you know, there's like one or two hot babes on that Japanese bracket that I could have been fine with. There's like maybe one or two hot babes on the US side. I'm like, you know, can put these women in there. I don't think she is even that ugly. I think she's an okay looking woman. You know, she's not great. She's like, you know, 3 or 4. But all it is ugly bitches. Ugly fucking bitches in this fucking wrestling match. And they're not good. None of them are good. You know, if there's like maybe 1 or 2 good women's wrestlers on this entire division, and most of them aren't good. So, fuck it. We know it.
Yeah. So the show starts off with Moxley and Ryan Nemeth. So
I didn't like.
I mean, this match.
I didn't.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
I didn't think it was that good. I thought it was kind of boring. I mean, I'm just gonna say
no,
I don't think it was that good.
I don't really want to see Ryan Nemeth. I don't really know why he's around because he is literally Ziggler's brother and the knockoff version of Ziggler.
Yeah.
And I see him and he like weirds me out, like how much of a bizarro version of his brother that he is. Honestly, it's a little uncanny looking at him, for one. For two, I mean, this match was like a squash match to get Moxley over, which is what a lot of people have been asking for. But at the same time, it's just adequate. It's very average. It's very okay. And even so far as squash matches, it's like
it's not a fun squash match. I know they got to give Ryan Nemeth a little bit, but when I think of the good AEW has done good squash matches, you think of like like Kenny versus Sonny Kiss, where it's just like he does 2 moves and he fucking kills the person, right? That's a good squash match.
Yeah.
Or like that MJF match, where he like just I think it was.
Or when
MJF
Brody
match.
Squashed fucking Cody for the title.
Yeah,
it was probably the best squash they did.
Or when I think it was MJF pinned like one of like some other like like up and coming like dark wrestler or something. It was like some like fucking jobber guy. He like came out and he did like 2 moves. And I think I didn't like it, but looking back, that's how you do a squash match. You just make him squash. You just end it. 2 or 3 moves. Maybe do like a minute at most of action. But the end of it, he should essentially maybe do some moves, but have Moxley not sell it. That's what you should be doing. Because Moxley can do no selling fine. He can do off he's like a fucking you can't hurt me. Do that shit, make him look good. But they didn't do that. It was just kind of like fucking boring.
Yeah, it was a pretty fucking boring, pretty standard match there, right? Then Moxley cut a promo on the microphone.
I thought this promo was I thought this promo was better than he's been in the last couple weeks. I thought this one was
is better than a lot of his promos.
It was more on focus with what he wants to do. It's more on focus. Like he had like an objective and like I got what he was saying. He's like, listen, I think it was like, I want my title back. I'm happy to go through, fucking war to get it. I thought it wasn't, amazing. I think people jack off Moxley's promos way too much. They think he's like the best promo ever, but this was a better promo from him than it has been.
I don't know. The promos he used to cut on the indies make people believe that, but that was like 15 years ago now.
Yeah.
Almost. Like, holy shit. I mean, the promo, you ever see the promo he cuts where he's got the fork? And he's got the fork to the woman's throat and he's like taking off her shoes and like smelling her shoes and like fucking like threatening to kill her. Like, that promo from him, he's like fucking got so much energy. He's like deranged. He's doing like a Heath Ledger Joker.
Yeah.
Impersonation, basically. That version of him is way better than the AEW version of Moxley we get now, where he just comes out and like cuts a promo in front of a fence every fucking week. Like where it's like very bland, very like low energy. I don't know.
Well, the problem I have is that they make him cut a promo like every week when it shouldn't be it's like when they make Jericho wrestle every week. It shouldn't be a major thing. It shouldn't be something we see every week. It should be a special thing. It should be something they do like once every month. Or once every couple of shows and have him wrestle once and then do a promo a different show. But he was doing a promo like every show for a couple of months here.
Don't mind him doing a promo every fucking week. I mean, as long as it's not a 20-minute promo like a Triple H fucking thing, right? But I want to see him actually go back and forth in a promo with somebody. And that's something I don't even think I've ever seen on AEW TV. Have you?
I think he did a back and forth promo with Kingston, which made their feud a lot better. I remember
that was one of their better promos of all time.
That's because Kingston came up and he said, "Don't you talk about my mother like that, John. Don't talk about my mom." I remember that. That was a good fucking. That was Moxley's best feud in terms of promos and build up. I thought. In terms of
but how you get people invested in the feuds and stuff is with like face-to-face promo battles with people and like telling that story. They each give their side, but they don't have anybody to cut promos with him other than Kingston. Like there's not a whole lot of microphone talent on the roster. That's a big issue.
Besides, I think MJF is there a good
MJF
thing? And they did
MJF
and
they
did
did
back and forth.
Back and forth.
They did during the summer. That was the feud. And they did do back and forth with MJF and Moxley. You know, the whole angle with the lawyer. And I mean, you can do Kenny and Don Callis and Moxley, but the whole gimmick is that Moxley's so pissed at Don Callis and Kenny that he's just going to attack him right away if he sees him. You know, so it's hard to do a believable promo like that. But at the same time, like make it work. You know, make them be able to be in the same room with each other and cut shit on each other.
I don't know. That's what I'm looking for. But yeah, it's like pretty plain most weeks. This week was a bit better, for sure. And then there was like a video package from Moxley and Omega, the exploding barbed wire death match.
I feel like they should maybe have paid for some footage of an exploding barbed wire death match for this. Like get like an Onita Funk match that's like from FMW. I think that I think that footage is. I'm not sure if it's public domain, but I see the full match on YouTube all the time. Like that footage probably isn't cheap, but they probably can get it for a fairly reasonable price. Just put a footage of previous barbed wire death matches in here, so so the people who don't know it know what to expect a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure they could get some tape from somewhere in Japan. I mean, WWE owns all the ECW stuff. They own all that shit, so they can't get it, but they can get something from Japan to show people.
Well,
and that would help sell it.
That's more of an FMW match. I don't think they even really did that much in ECW. It was really more of an FMW match type, specifically them. And I think CZW did one once, but get some CZW footage then. That's still available.
Well, holy fuck! How much is CZW footage going to cost? Like $1,000?
$20. We'll give you $20. Put the logo in, and we'll pay you if you put the logo in.
No, they probably would pay them if they put the logo on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then there was the interview from last week that they played with Archer and Fenix, and then they replayed Cage giving Sting the power bomb.
Yeah.
They're really trying to put that over. I don't know. The Young Bucks were arriving with Mama and Papa Buck, which is kind of fucking cringy. I don't know.
It's Miz Dad, bro. It's Miz. Didn't you love it when Miz Dad?
It is. It's all over again. Miz Dad was a lot better than this, though. I thought, but I fucking did laugh at the fucking segment with the Buck Dad later on. I did fucking laugh. But, I found myself laughing at a lot of this show, and I don't know if I was supposed to be laughing at the points,
Fucking Buck Dad.
Because speaking of something that made me laugh, so we had Team Taz versus the Varsity Blondes. I don't know how to feel about the Varsity Blondes. Like it just seems to me like there's nothing really that special about them yet. There's nothing that makes me go, these guys are going to be something.
I don't know about Griff Garrison. I know he's bigger and he's pretty athletic, but I think Brian Pillman Jr., because of the name value and also because he seems to be a pretty good worker, probably could do something in the future. Like he could be good, and I think this is probably a good place for him though. Right now, he's young enough; he could probably just keep working. This is one of their job tag teams essentially, where they work on Dark and they work on their other shows, and maybe they should go to Impact and work some there. And then eventually they'll be on Dynamite working main shows. This is probably, they're both green enough that it's like they're both
they're getting seasoned. They're getting seasoned. They're both pretty green.
Yeah.
It's a future project, right? It's going to be 5 years before these guys, I think, develop into anything. But I don't think Griff's developing into anything. Brian Pillman Jr., I want him to succeed because of his name. But I don't know. I'm not seeing anything yet that's making me go, this guy is going to be a big star, but you never know.
It wasn't not this week, but they did a match with Jericho and MJF like 2 weeks ago. I thought Brian Pillman looked really good in that one, actually. Pillman Jr. looked good. But where's Chris Benoit's son? Why is he not in wrestling? Why is he not around? Fucking put him in there.
Well, because he wants to go by Chris Benoit Jr. and nobody is willing to promote him as Chris Benoit Jr.
I am. I'll book him, brother. Pay
me.
Listen, all you buddies in the chat.
I'm surprised though. Like some indie fed surely would hire him as Chris Benoit Jr. and sell tickets. Like, why is like some scumbag Carney not been like, I could sell tickets, the son of a murderer, and call him like Chris the Killer Benoit Jr. Yeah. And his gimmick is that he's like a serial killer.
No, he's son of the Crippler. He's the Crippler Jr.,
Son of the Crippler. Yeah. And he's cutting promos on people. He's like, what my dad did to my mom, I'm going to do to you.
My brother died.
When my brother died.
When my brother
was send you down below.
When my brother died, he called out to me and I kicked him back into hell. No, I would book him. I will get my Wrestling for Federation up off the ground when I get all my super chats from the audience. You got to donate to me so I can fund my underground wrestling ring with me, Chris Benoit's son, PPP, and fucking what's his face, Tonkasaw. We're all gonna get together and we're gonna have a big underground wrestling ring. Get Jim Sterling as a tranny. We're gonna have the ultimate feud of tranny versus tranny hater.
Yeah. So the match ends. Cage hits the drill claw sit out pile driver. It was a pretty basic, average tag match. Nothing super special. Nothing bad.
A lot of this show was pretty basic and like moving things along, which I don't really hate. Yeah. I'm okay with just like a regular TV show where like things are just kind of. We have like this expectation that every TV show has to be like excellent and amazing. When it's like wrestling shows should just be kind of fun and like move the stories along. That should be the main focus, I think. But not to, play defense for us here. But like I don't need like a fucking breakout match every night. I just need like a good main event,
Well, and that's where a lot of their issues come in, is from trying to do too much too often instead of just putting together simple stuff and telling stories. They go off and do so like the follow up to this match, I just started laughing. Like as soon as the music hit, where
actually this was so cool.
Oh, what you gotta say? Like that was like the music, right? Do, 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 do. And like it's like Sting's driving like the car with the body bag behind him.
Yeah,
it's like what? It's so fucking jokes. Then Sting comes out on stage with the fucking body bag, like,
and you think
opens
it's gonna be Darby.
It's Taz's son. It's Taz's son. And Taz goes, "What the hell is this shit?" Taz goes like, "What the hell is this shit?"
And then Darby comes down from the rafters on the zip cord with the skateboard.
And I keep laughing. He's fucking on the zip line with the skateboard. Like, it was just ridiculous. It was fucking.
It was excellent.
I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of marking out for it, but it was fucking retarded.
It was retarded, but you know what? Wrestling is retarded. This was good shit. TVP. No. You can't tell me this was bad. And
it was fucking because Darby's come down with this.
Skateboard. Listen, he's holding the skateboard, and then they have to cut away while he unbuckles himself, and they have to like stand there in the ring, like wait for him to come off. It's like, oh my god, it was excellent.
Line spot. I was shocked to see a zip line spot because I always think that the companies worry about like Owen Hart, and people always criticize doing a zip line spot because of Allin and that sort of stuff, right? Because it is somewhat dangerous and kind of unnecessary to send a fucking guy in on a zip line.
Yeah.
But, as long as it's fucking rigged properly, but you'd think that, like, WWE could have rigged it better for Allin, but they didn't.
No, because they're retarded. Well, to be fair, that's more like a parachute drop-in, like a drop-in, versus like an actual, like, let's go down to fucking the Northwoods and go zip lining, It's like it's like they like zip line in.
He's on the zip line.
Whereas like Owen was, I don't
know, it was fucking funny.
It was fun. I liked this. This was fun. This is stupid shit, bro.
It's just like, I don't know. So then Sting gets his shit in here, right? And he's like in the ring. Honestly, it doesn't look much worse than what he was doing about 10 years ago in Impact. But it's
It's not good. I don't want to see this. He can do one match, which is what this match is. Maybe like one more for like fun, but that's it. I don't want to see him a lot. Just like make him a normal. Don't make him a big guy. Don't make him a fucking wrestler. Don't hype.
He can still do the stinger splash. He can still do the but it's like, fuck, man. If he takes the wrong bump, like he's gonna have a really bad fucking time. Like he's 62 years old, I think.
He is.
Right?
He
like
is.
fuck, man. So I don't know. I just want to see him retire somewhat gracefully. I don't even think the Rollins match was a bad match to go out on, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I remember being into the Sting and Rollins match, and I thought Sting might win that match. I actually thought.
Yeah.
And maybe that was the original plan. You always hear that might have been the original plan for Sting to go over Rollins that night. But, if that was the case, it was good that Sting fucking took the buckle bomb and got fucked up because, Rollins
shot on him. Rollins had to shoot on him to keep his position in the company. He had to fucking go. He took business into his own hands so he didn't get buried by Sting.
He had to. But yeah, this was a funny fucking segment. I don't know if I was meant to laugh at it, though, or if it was meant to be, like, serious that he had beat up Taz's son. I don't know, but I enjoyed it.
I agree. This is the kind of stupid bullshit wrestling is good at. I enjoy it, but I see your point. It is completely retarded in every sense. It doesn't make any fucking sense, but it is funny, so that's all that matters.
But I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. And shock of all shocks, so we have the interview segment with Miro, Kip, Sabian, and Penelope Ford. I liked this. I liked this interview. I liked what Miro did in this interview.
I did too. Yeah, he was like, he was like, motherfucker.
What is he doing with Kip Sabian? What are they doing with this fucking guy? Why are they doing this to him? Because he's cutting this promo like, Charles, come home, Charles. This is childish, Charles.
Yes.
And like he's like getting fired up. He eats the piece of paper and like spits out. That was so fucking good. Like it was like that's fucking good.
It's good character. It makes him both like, he's trying to be sophisticated and normal, but also he's a fucking like crazy fucking Russian dude. And the thing is, it also plays off well because I think Chuck Taylor and Orange Cassidy more deadpan humor, and Miro is more like crazy things. So it's like good, like Three Stooges, like straight man, comedy man angle with it. It's good shit.
It is. It's really good fucking shit. But I don't know. It
took a long time to get there, but it's finally becoming a good. It's becoming
starting to coalesce into something. It's starting to coalesce into something. Would I sooner see Miro on his own? Yeah, and I hope that they fucking do this angle with them, and then they kind of split him off from Kip.
Yeah,
because I think that Kip holds him back, and I don't think Miro should be a comedy guy. Like I think he can be a top fucking babyface or a top heel. I really do. I think he has a lot of presence. Like he gave a good promo there, and it was the most energetic promo I've seen on AEW in some time. And I was shitting all over this angle. Didn't really want to like it. Like as soon as it came on, I go, oh fuck, it's another fucking bullshit segment with Kip and Miro. But then Miro fucking stole it and turned it around for me. So I was very impressed with this segment.
PPP. I don't mean to distract you, but I don't mean to break away from this, but I do have to ask you a question. Is that a Red Bull cooler behind you?
Yeah, it's the same one you've got.
It is? Why do you have the same cooler as me?
I've had it for a few years now. It's always been in the background in this.
Why? How do you have the same cooler as me? That's fucking weird. I got mine.
Well, I don't know how you fucking got it. I got mine from like a fucking auction, like in a Facebook auction, because like Surfer loves Red Bull. He calls it the juice.
Yeah.
And so we needed to get the Red Bull fridge to put all the Red Bulls in. And we used to always keep it fully stocked with Red Bull all the time. And we had like cases of Red Bull. But he's off the fucking Red Bull now.
He's off the juice, brother.
So he's off the juice. So it just sits there like in the background, unoccupied, unfilled.
Wow. Mine is I got mine from my dad. He it was like one of the he worked at a hockey, he worked at a sports thing, and it was one of the stadiums, so they just would get rid of it. So I took it. So I didn't even pay money. Why? It's fucking weird, dude. It's weird.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that you had it before. That's weird.
Well, I just noticed that you had yours this week. I think it was either your Tom and Jerry video, maybe not that one, but it was one of the videos you put out this week I watched, and I saw it was there on the floor, and I was like, oh shit, he's got the same one as me.
That's weird. We need to link our Red Bull coolers. We need to like fill them with the same content so we can link them.
It's the Cooler Bros. Cooler Bros.
All right. Jake Hager defeated Brandon Cutler. Bro. Brandon Cutler.
Brandon Cutler.
This fucking guy.
He comes out with this fucking dragon mask.
He's a scaly, bro. Yo, bro, Dungeons and Dragons. Critical Role. Yo, bro, I was on Critical Role this one time, and now I'm a hip guy. Yeah.
It's fucking trash, dog. Fucking trash, Brandon Cutler. Suck cock.
He's not a good wrestler, frankly. He's a jobber.
He's not good.
He was so stupid.
He needs to keep the dragon mask on while he wrestles. Yeah, and then maybe he has a chance.
But when he takes Luchasaurus need to switch gimmicks, actually.
Yeah, to be frank. Yeah, so Cutler lost in about 3 minutes. Hager beat him with a fucking clothesline from hell it was, I think.
I think it was something.
I don't know. It was an okay match for it was actually pretty shit. It was like this drizzling shit squash match. I mean, there wasn't any real botches or anything, but
it's just I can't take Brandon Cutler seriously. He looks like such a fucking dork. I cannot. So he's got like these perfect shiny white teeth and like this like stupid like Hunger Games beard cut with like the weird I have my dear. I spent 3 hours carving my beard out of my skin. It's like I hate him.
Yeah,
I fucking hate this guy. He's like a tribal tattoo away from being like a fucking total parody character. You know, he's like a creator wrestler.
I know.
He's like a creator wrestler in a video game, really. But
it's tough.
This was followed up by the great angle of Papa Buck.
Oh yeah,
Ms. Dad. Too.
I was laughing the whole thing. Like it cuts like the Young Bucks cut this promo. It cuts away to fucking Ms. Dad, the Papa Buck, and he's like covered in what's like clearly not real blood. You know, like he's covered in this shit.
It's ketchup. He's got the ketchup. I spilled my hot dog. No.
He's got the ketchup, and like people used to make fun of the wrestling saying they put ketchup on the wrestlers for blood, and I'd say no, they don't. They actually go up into the hairline and blade. This wasn't a blade job. This fucking guy legit had the ketchup on. And I'm just laughing. They're like beating him up. The best part of the whole thing is when they chase them out and they're in the car and like MJF is they got both of like the doors open. MJF is like taunting them up out of the sunroof. And like Jericho's got the door open and he's like, ha ha, losers. It's
so funny. And the best part about that is that the car was going so slow because the door was open that the fucking Matt almost catches the car. He could have caught the car. The dog almost caught the car. He could have just jumped up and punched MJF, but he didn't. He just stopped. He was like, he's like stopped in the middle of the street. He's like, oh, I guess they got away. And then turned around.
This was fucking terrible. Like it was supposed to be like the most serious shit. Like, oh my god, they've just fucking murdered his dad. But I couldn't help but fucking laugh at this shit, you know? Like, oh fuck. It was some amazing shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that was the angle.
This
is what makes that match personal. This match is so personal now. We are so invested in the Bucks versus MJF and Jericho because they beat up his dad. No, they put ketchup on his dad.
I don't know. Fucking, it was what it was.
The hype video.
And we had
This hype video. Listen, here's the deal. Every time a woman was on screen, my friends would boo, and then Shaq came on. We were like, "Yeah, Shaq!" And then they would go away and like, "Oh, where's Shaq?" He's like Poochie. It's where's Shaq? What does Shaq think about this situation?
Where is Shaq?
If Shaq's not on screen, everyone
How
must be
can we
asking,
get Shaq on screen? Where is Shaq?
What does Shaq think about this situation?
Oh, some good shit there. I don't know. So that match is next week. No, it's probably going to be pretty bad.
2 days. I hope to God it's mostly Cody and Shaq. You know what? We haven't seen that Jade Cargill wrestle at all. And I hate women. You know I hate women more than anyone else. In fact, you may say that I hate women the most out of anyone online. It's possible that I'm the biggest woman hater in the world. But I'm going to...
Is it true that you hate women more than Shagget, who pepper sprayed his own sister?
Yeah. I'd pepper spray my sister if I got the chance. Although they're not my sister anymore, I guess. So
amazing confessions here from the King of Incels.
But
you're saying you're fired up for Jade Cargill.
I mean, maybe Jade Cargill will be good. Maybe she will be a good wrestler. I don't think she will be, but it isn't because she's so green. I don't think she's ever had a match. But maybe if they 100% plan this thing out spot for spot, this will be decent. I mean, Stephanie McMahon had a good match in WWE in 2001 with fucking Trish Stratus at that one show because they planned this match out spot for spot. If that's how they do it, if they book this right, they can make a good match out of it. But they have to plan it exactly out. They can't, do a real wrestling match. It has to be a show.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, it has to be planned out, and it has to have brawling outside the ring and all sorts of interference spots or some crazy shit. Like how they book a match with Vince McMahon in it.
Yeah.
Right? That's the sort of booking that you have to do here. People in the chat are losing their minds. Gahoole's sister trooned out. No. Whatever the fuck, I don't know.
I am surprised. People should know this. This is common. I talked about this months ago when I fucking first heard about this on my board. I suppose you guys don't know about it too much, but yeah, my sister is a tranny bitch, and she abused my parents. She's a fucking asshole, and I don't like her. So there you go.
What?
Yeah.
Is this real?
It's real.
Is this real?
It's fucking real, yeah.
No,
it can't.
This is a shoot, brother.
I was fucking pissed off for months about this shit. I was fucking...
Macho King Gahoole.
Macho King.
Shooting on it.
Listen up, sis. Listen up, brother. I'm gonna take you downtown and kick you ass. I'm gonna treat you like the man you were born to be, right, brother? It's okay to hit a man, isn't it? Bam!
Give her the whammer bam! I don't know what the fuck. Give her the Gahoole elbow off the top rope.
They say the cream rises to the top. Well, your dick cream's gonna rise to the top too after you get your transsexual surgery, brother. Oh yeah! No! The infection
She's not
gonna
get this surgery.
I hope not.
God help.
I don't think
so.
Oh
my god. All right, fuck it. Well, that's fucking depressing as shit.
It is.
Depressing as shit.
It's terrible. My life is hell.
It really is.
Hangman
Jade Cargill looks like the Black She-Hulk, doesn't she? She looks like the character She-Hulk, but black. Hangman and Isaiah Cassidy. Oh my god, this is a nightmare.
This has gone downhill quick, hasn't it, PPP?
I don't know what to do because now, your family's bloodline is fucked because she's not having kids and you're not either.
I'm not. Well, I've got a cousin who has 3 kids already, so the Nelson family name will continue. And my mom's got 13 brothers and sisters, and they've all got I've got great grandnieces and uncles, so the family will be fine. But my mom and dad are screwed. Their line's fucked.
The chance of grandchildren is getting 0, brother. It's okay.
No, listen, it can happen. I'm gonna donate. You're gonna make kids happen.
No, buddy, you're gonna get a girlfriend, buddy. You're gonna get a girlfriend, buddy. You're gonna have. I believe.
Look, that's a good one.
Believe, buddy. Believe in yourself. Just be yourself, bro. Just be yourself, bro, and just go talk to girls, bro. Fuck.
I'll
just
find
take
something.
Me up on that advice.
No, I'll figure something out. I'll open up my OkCupid again. That'll get me those ladies.
There's always rape, Gahoole. There's always rape, buddy.
No, I wouldn't even. I'm like, Sargon, I wouldn't even rape them.
Well, that's because you hate women so much you don't even want to touch it. So it is what it is. Shit. The show's derailed. It's off the rails.
It's gone. It's just fuck
it's gone to shit. Oh fuck. Okay. I don't. Isaiah Cassidy. Fuck. This is fucking retarded. This fucking Matt Hardy storyline.
It's so bad. I don't like it. Yeah, no, Matt Hardy's gimmick is bad. It's not a good storyline.
It's terrible. The match goes on for like 15 minutes, like of fucking wrestling Isaiah Cassidy. Why couldn't he just beat him in 5 minutes? Give me the squash match like GAHOOLE versus Bailey or some shit like that.
This is fucking Bailey. No, Bailey's a fucking troon too. She'd probably kick my ass. I mean, he'd probably kick my ass.
Oh fuck! Stone Mexican guy keeps commenting. He's like, "Make a video about Bailey."
What do you want me to say?
What am I gonna fucking say? What do you want me to say, bro? Like, it's fucking Bailey, bro.
She's a women's wrestler of the year, man. Don't you know? Like,
is that real?
I think so. I think she won some award.
She won the Observer Award.
I think she did win the Observer Award. I don't know. It's fucking Bailey. What do you want me to say? Like, I don't even have there's like 1,000 worst women's wrestlers, but I don't think she's good. I don't think any of these women wrestlers are good. I don't think she's hot either. She's definitely not hot. You know, but she's got that Latina booty, that's
what about
Mexican SMG's got
what about that fat ass?
That's baby.
That fat ass.
Oh, that's my Latinx.
Papi.
My Latinx ese.
Papi.
Que modelo time. Hey, cabron. Bring it in. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My cerveza. Right. Hey, Bailey, pass me a cerveza. I gotta chill out with my homies. The Raiders are on.
After the match, Matt Hardy did a promo saying Paige chose the Dark Order over him.
Yeah, he did.
And then they beat up 5. They threw 5 off the stage through a table. It looked like a stunt. It was like a crash pad table, it looked like.
You know what I don't get? The gimmick with 5 is in the storylines that everyone in the Dark Order hates 5. So they just don't even give... Why would they give a shit that he got thrown off the table? Like, he's like the loser of the
I didn't even realize that was the storyline. Like, I don't know the difference between 5 and 6 and 7, 8, 9, 10. Is there a 1 through 4? Like, what is going on?
Brody... Evil Uno was 1. Stu's 2. I think... Silver's 4 and Reynolds is 3, and then 6. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Why do I know this? Fuck it.
Why? How do you know this?
I think
how do you know this?
I don't remember. Like, I think they explained it once.
You're watching Being the Elite, aren't you? You're watching Being the Elite, aren't you?
No,
you are, buddy. Aren't you?
I'm not. I'm not watching Being the Elite. Why would you think that?
I don't know. Otherwise, like, there's no other way to know, like, who's 1 through 5, like, unless you're watching either that or Dark or whatever garbage.
The only reason I know Silver is 4 because he's got the IV on his tights, and I think Reynolds is 3 because he's also got the 3 on his tights. They've got like the number. Their gear has all their numbers on it. You know.
Oh fuck!
I pay attention.
So that's what we're.
I watch the show.
I don't watch this shit. So then. Okay. Then it was Kenny Omega, Don Callis in this fucking workshop. And Omega's like hitting the shit with the hammer like a mongoloid. Like, I didn't understand what was going on.
I thought this was laughing
my ass off. Like, what was this?
He was just like going, I'm gonna build this thing. He just hits him with a hammer.
But he's clearly not building anything. There's no reason for him to be hitting it with the hammer.
See, this is the deepness. If you don't watch British television like some people do, he's doing Jeremy Clarkson from Top Gear.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, the supreme intellectual Jeremy Clarkson.
I believe I recognize my British television reference there. Perhaps the Royal Crown has something to say about this.
So that was something.
I'm going off the deep end, dude. This is fucked.
You're fucking losing it, bro. Like, I don't know how you're keeping it together anymore. Well, like,
dude.
it's just.
It's like inches away. I've got the clips ready here, bro. I've got them ready to go.
No, buddy, no. You're
joking.
gonna get a girlfriend, buddy. It's happening. You're gonna be married with children.
Don't lie to me, PPP. Don't lie to me.
It's America that lied to you, buddy. The American dream is dead.
America left me behind. I'm a relic of a forgotten age, brother.
Women killed it with their sexual liberation. I don't know. Holy shit. What a show. What a fucking train wreck.
This is fucking awful. AEW Women's Eliminator Tournament second round. Nyla Rose beat Britt Baker. Bro.
So this match was so sloppy, wasn't it? It was
bad.
She couldn't get the glove in the mouth. Like the spot where she's trying to get the lockjaw in. And genuinely, I don't think she can put the lockjaw on this man. Like, there's no way.
Too big.
The whole optics of it is fucked. Like, the optics of it is fucked. It's like this man just like manhandling this like woman. It's shit.
That's bad.
It was it's terrible.
This match was really bad. And it just, I mean, like that Rio match last week was actually okay. And they go from this, and who's winning the tournament now of those two, right? Like, come the fuck on. Really, Nyla Rose. Like, anyone else in this tournament would have been better than fucking Nyla Rose to go to the finals. Anyone.
This went 12 minutes. It felt even longer. A critic I'm reading gave this. You want to guess what his rating was for this match?
3.5.
3.5 stars.
How?
That's what he believes.
It's a 1.
That's what he believes. That's what he believes. Holy shit.
It's because he has to give it, because you have to give it 5 extra points for being a trainee, so it's actually minus 1.5 stars.
Actually, like minus 5 stars. It's an embarrassment to everybody who ever wrestled.
It's true.
So then, okay, we get this video that's just bizarre. So I guess Tully is going to wrestle? Like, Tully hasn't wrestled in like 30 years?
He's wrestling next week, because let's just kill this old dude. Let's just kill him,
Like, I just don't get it. Like, first, like, it's a sloppy shop WWE with their old wrestlers and their coronavirus. But then we're going to put fucking Tully out there?
With Mark, you think he's going to beat up Marco Stunt. That's what this is going to be for. Marco's just going to beat up him or some shit. It's going to be embarrassing, like all the.
Oh my god!
The fucking 4 horsemen.
Can you imagine Cornette? They have Marco pin Tully in the middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3, and Cornette is going to fucking lose his mind. Cornette's going to explode in a rage that we've never seen before.
Now listen, I have a theory about this, and this is my theory.
I actually hope they do
it. I hope they do that. That'd be funny. But my theory of what they're going to do is this. I don't think Tully's actually wrestling. I think this is fake. I think the fake out's going to be you think Tully's going to wrestle, but it's actually going to be the mysterious third man, the fourth man of the 4 horsemen, the new 4 horsemen. Whoever that's going to be is going to debut here next week. And that's who's going to wrestle the Jurassic Express.
Well, you got the inside scoop on that one there, brother.
I don't know who it's gonna be. I don't actually have an idea. It might just be Sean Spears because fuck it, that's boring. But I don't think actually it's gonna be Tully. I think that it's gonna do something where like Tully's like, I can't wrestle, but this man can, and it's gonna be like his son or some shit, something stupid. It's gonna be Tessa. Tessa's gonna come back and beat up Marco Stunt, bro.
Oh, this is fucked. All right, well that's I guess what's happening next week, is it? That's the
road, the crossroads, or whatever it's called.
There's going to be a Chris Jericho and MJF press conference. Paul White's on Dynamite next week. Shaq and Cody, Dark Order versus Matt Hardy, Private Party, and the Hybrid 2. What the fuck? Dark Order's 10 versus Max Caster. Who the fuck is Max Caster?
Oh, he's the Acclaimed. He's the one half of the Acclaimed.
Oh, okay.
He's the rapper.
So that's, and then they showed us what was going to be on the pay-per-view. Pay-per-view looks like it could be good. It could be pretty fucking good.
I wasn't sold on it until they had their good main event. I think with the main event, this will be a solid buy from me. I mean, I was gonna buy it anyways because I watch it with my friends. It's a nice fun thing. We split the cost, so it's not like I'm paying $50 for it and paying like 10. So yeah, I was gonna buy it anyways. But I think it looks like a pretty solid show. I think the overall, there's a couple of good multi-mans. There's the ladder match and the battle royale. There's only one women's match, which is nice. I like to see that. Only one women's match on the card.
How could they have two women? How could they have two women's match? Like, honestly, like
they could do another battle. They could do a women's battle royal or some shit, or like a multi-man tag, or like they've done two women's matches on these shows for a long time, and they need to stop.
The one thing on the pay-per-view that I really don't want is this Casino Royal tag team. Like, they got to drop this weird like casino gimmick or whatever. Like, every time they do it, it's fucking stupid. And there's like no reason for it. Like, what are they going to draw the cards again? With the
just do a Royal Rumble match. Just call it something else. Maybe just keep calling it Casino, but switch the rules. Just switch the rules, bro. Just make it a battle royal. Make it a Royal Rumble, right? Why even bother?
I don't know. It's just some bizarre shit, and I don't really want to keep seeing these, but they're going to keep fucking doing them. It looks like.
I think.
Other than that, I mean, I don't know. The Matt Hardy and Hangman. It's like, does this match really need to happen? Probably not. But it could be okay. It's probably the weakest match.
I think that is the weakest match. I think hopefully maybe it'll be. I think the gimmick sounds cool on paper. Like it's a money match. Maybe they'll come to the ring. Maybe they'll make Matt give up like his wallet or something to Hangman. Just really humiliate Matt Hardy and make Hangman look like a cool like a winner or some shit. Or maybe they can humiliate Hangman again. Yeah. Whoever loses is just gonna get fucking humiliated and like ruined. But we'll see what happens. I just hope this is the end to the story for Matt Hardy. I hope Hangman goes on to do something else.
I don't know what they're gonna do with Hangman. It's teetering on the edge of that they're gonna ruin fucking Hangman. I don't know. It's tough to completely ruin a guy in wrestling because even Drew McIntyre came back from being in 3MB shit like that. But fuck, man, like. They're really pushing it with Hangman, with putting him with the Dark Order, these weird storylines with Matt Hardy. The bar scene was just fucking ridiculous. The segment last week with the mascot, I liked the way Matt sold it, but other than that, it was retarded. It doesn't make sense. So that was that. Main event, I guess, is the last thing. Archer versus Fenix.
I think this is a fun match. Lance Archer won, which is good. I mean, Rey Fenix is clearly the best wrestler they have on the show in terms of an actual in-ring worker. It's very obvious now that he's the best guy they have, and he clearly needs to get positioned to be a top guy if they want to. But they just keep putting him in main events. And they keep making him lose. I think he needs to start winning more. But at the same time, I think Archer is on.
They view him as an enhancement talent.
I don't know.
They view him as an enhancement guy.
They view him as a main event enhancement guy. It's a step above.
Yeah, like he's what's called the jobber to the stars, right? Like he's their jobber to the stars, like he's a Ziggler type position.
But he's such a good fucking wrestler that he really should maybe be not that, honestly. Like, I think he has a chance to be a big, like, he's got a mass wrestler. He can be big with Mexicans. I would fucking push this guy. Really. But at the same time...
I'd at least put him in the TNT title with, like, Darby or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he fits in there.
I think that
Pentagon as well. Like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing with him. Like, what the fuck? Like, Pentagon is never on. And he's not even Pentagon anymore, is he? Like, he's some fucking weird name.
It's Pentel Zero Miedo. It's because they copyrighted Pentagon. I think someone took the name. I think it was either AAA or Lucha Underground. You couldn't keep the name.
Damn.
But
it's fucking bullshit.
That being said, I love Rey Fenix, but I'm actually glad Archer won. I think Archer is on a hot streak right now. He's also older, and I think this is a good chance. I don't know if I want Archer.
And realistically, Phoenix couldn't probably beat Archer in a fight.
No.
Realistically, Archer is like 7 foot tall.
But I think this was Phoenix is such a spectacular worker. I think like his moves are so like fantastic. You know, he's so fucking good that I don't even care if he did win because as a
one of my favorite matches of all time is Mil Muertes and Phoenix in the Grave Consequences match in Lucha Underground.
Yeah,
which I think is a fantastic fucking match. And I'm surprised that Phoenix doesn't get more shine or more respect because that was a great fucking show. That was a great performance he fucking gave in that match. And there are a bunch of other matches he had in Lucha Underground as well that are fantastic, but that one really stands out to me. And that was with a big guy worker. and he's good with big guys. He made Archer look really good.
Yeah, and I think I would have believed that Phoenix could beat Archer after this match. I wouldn't even mind it, but I'm glad Archer won because Archer is doing really well. He's been in the main event the last couple weeks. So is Phoenix. They've actually, say what you want. Yeah, they're not pushing Phoenix 100%, but he's been in the main event of the show for the last 3 or 4 weeks. For like the last month, he's been in the main event every single night. Even Kenny isn't in the main event the last 4 weeks. He's the world champion, but Phoenix has been one of their featured top guys, more so than a lot of people. But Archer, I think, needs to get pushed. He needs to get back up there. I think him and Kenny would be a good match after him and Moxley. I think he doesn't have many years left of him. You said this before. He does not have a ton of years left out at his level, at his ability to work. And I think, you push him right, you can have him be a really good either television main eventer for a show or even for a pay-per-view main event show. I think I'd like to see that happen at least once this year,
Yeah. I think that you push him and you get what you can out of him. But yeah, the card looks okay for the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with Cody and Shaq next week. The match is either going to, there's only 2 options. It's either going to be a really good, fun match, or it's just going to be total dog shit, like in the sewers, like below the fucking anything we've ever witnessed. Like, it's either going to be that. Like,
the thing is, I've seen, what was it? The one time they did a celebrity wrestling match before this was at All In with Stephen Amell and Christopher Daniels when they did the guy from what's it, Green Arrow or some shit?
Arrow, yeah.
And that match was also fairly good. It wasn't great, but it was fairly good. And Christopher Daniels is a very seasoned worker, and they don't have to worry about the women there too. But with that match, it's very clear they planned everything out. They didn't leave any spot. They didn't let him do real wrestling. They just put on a performance, which is what they really
And the guy from Arrow also is fairly talented. Like, he's fairly athletic.
He's an athletic guy. He was able to do some moonsaults and stuff, some cool shit, some good spots. Or even like the Pat McAfee angles in NXT that they've done. Same thing with that. You can't tell me that they weren't just doing, planned out spots and angles for that. It was definitely a structured, constructed match. It was not a, like when you do a real wrestling match with actual wrestlers, a lot of that stuff isn't planned out ahead of time. They kind of do a lot of calling stuff in the ring, But this, they need to fucking plan it out shot for shot like they're shooting a movie or some shit. That's the only way to make this work.
Yeah.
And they can do that, and hopefully it will work. But there's always the chance that these women are going to ruin it. Like, they ruin everything. They keep ruining everything, PPP. My life has been ruined by women and women pretenders.
No, buddy. No, buddy. It's not over.
It's
not over, buddy.
It's ogre.
It's not ogre, buddy. You could turn it around. You could lose weight. You could go gym max, bro. You can look max, bro, and personality max, bro. Don't give up. There's still hope, bro. Maybe you could move. Yeah, bro. We're out here looks max. GAHOOLE could move to Eastern Europe and get one of those mail order brides. What do you think GAHOOLE's best strategy should be?
Well, why would you go to Eastern Europe to get a mail order bride? Don't you order them in the mail?
I guess that's right.
That's a good point.
He got me. He got me, folks. It's over. Blown out again.
I need these super chats so I can order my bride. I need to order my bride with my super chat money. You need to donate to TV Chat, buy the merch, go to my website so I can generate my non-existent ad revenue.
Ads that will never fucking exist. GAHOOLE's gonna have to get his Odyssey account going and get the crypto. Maybe that's the way.
I'm already into crypto, bro. I made $10 off it, bro. $10. I made $10, man.
I know, bro. Well, apparently you did well last month on it. You fucking were killing it. So.
Oh yeah, I got everyone some video games. That's what it's all about. I'm gonna use that money to buy. The thing is, I could just buy. Maybe if I just buy a girl a lot of video games, she'll like me. Maybe that's it. I have to go get one of those Twitch streamer girls and just pay her a lot a lot of money. Maybe she'll love and marry me.
Bro, don't do it, bro. It's a scam, bro. It's a scam, bro. Don't believe it, bro.
They would just take people's money on the internet and lead them along like that? Really? They would just do that? Why would they do that?
GAHOOLE's never had any experience with that because he's been a Chad his whole life. He's been fucking getting all the bitches.
I have. I need to watch more Coach Red Pill, says someone. I do need to watch more CRP. He's right.
No, sit there and listen to Coach, and Coach will tell you, or get Coach Black Pill. You know, Coach Blackpill shows up in my comments. Coach Blackpill will probably tell you it's over to kill yourself because he's like, looks is the only thing that matters, bro. Like, looks is the only thing that matters, and he rates other men's faces on a scale of 1 to 10, shit like this. Maybe listen to him.
I'm looking at the chat, and there's already people telling me to kill myself. So I think you're right. I think he's here. We have to listen to Coach. Not to kill myself.
Don't listen.
It's not to this Coach, but the real Coach. Listen to Gonzo.
You have a lot of things to win. Let's live for, buddy. It's about confidence, bro.
Bro, you're right. I have to watch the Smash stream on Thursday. That's what I have to live for.
If that's what you have to live for, buddy, it really is over.
It really is.
Smash, no?
No,
No,
I'm good. I'm joking. I'm fine. My transsexual sister aside, things aren't that bad.
I know, bro.
Hey, Surfer.
All right.
How's it going, bro?
He says, hey, he's asking you how it's going, GAHOOLE is.
Oh, it's going pretty good. I'm just going. Actually, it's my second last break. Work here.
No.
We got a new list on the phone. We got brand new Australians, and they're fucking way better to talk to than they've been the last fucking couple months. So
nice.
Thanks for looking up.
Oh yeah, nice. It's awesome.
Oh fuck yeah. How you doing, girl? You been look maxing, buddy?
As always, how can I max at the looks even more than I already am? It's already max looks.
Keep maxing her.
I'm maxing.
This is the macho thing, GAHOOLE.
Oh fuck!
Look it up. Look it up. He's swagging.
I'm swagging, bro.
He's thigh deep in pussy right now, bro. We're all.
Oh, that's a nice cake. You know, it sort of looks like Santa Claus.
It does. I'm Santa Claus.
Yeah. You got the snowboard goggles.
Oh yeah, I got the macho shades, the crowned king. I'm ready to go. If it wasn't for COVID, I'd be dripping in the pussy. The pussy would literally be raining from the ceiling. I'd be like, I got called a plumber. My pussy just so wet, bro. It's causing a leak.
Yeah. Oh, that's what happens.
That's what happens.
What a great show. What a great fucking show.
This is all right. We got let's take some questions from the fucking chat. Let's get some fucking questions in the chat. I need some sick questions. The phone line is open, bro. I'll take a call in right now. I'm ready to roll. I'm so ready to roll.
I'm taking a piss.
Go take your piss. This is fucked. Dream match. My dream match. Okay, here's the deal. I'm a Redditor. I'm an incel. I'm a loser. When's the next lots of show? I need to know. I don't know. I know what Gosmanson's up to. I tried asking to do it this weekend, but shit did not go well for me this weekend. I had some serious IRL drama shit go down. Won't go into details, but I did not get a chance to do anything this weekend. Maybe we'll let the simmer build, and when we can release it, it'll be excellent. But we will do the next lots of show. I don't know who the fuck JMK. I don't know. Dream match. My dream match is
all right.
PPP. Your dream match. What's your dream wrestling match?
My dream match right now is Lashley and Lesnar in the main event of WrestleMania.
That'd be good. You know what my dream match is? It's you versus the Gunt. That was my dream wrestling match, but it didn't happen. I need to see it, bro. You got to make it happen.
One of these days, it could happen, but a lot of the hype is out of it now. Do you know what I mean? So
I know.
He's fucked it up. He's fucked it.
You can build it back up. You can rebuild anything, bro. Oh, where is JMK? Has he come back to the internet yet? Has he come crawling back on all hands and knees?
Well, no, I don't know. I think he sent his resignation letter to Godwinson, where he basically said that he felt like he had won because Joe Biden was president, and so he didn't need to be on the internet anymore. Yeah. So that's the cope he's giving. But remember, he said he would drive me to suicide seems as though he's quit the internet first. Maybe he has killed himself. Who knows? Maybe John will hear my words in return.
Maybe he's biding his time. He's waiting to bide his time to achieve phase 2 of his plan.
Oh,
people say you miss your solo reviews of AEW where you buried it in 20 minutes in a Cornette rant. And, you know.
Maybe that's the time. Maybe I'll start doing those on Odyssey.
Yeah.
You're going to have to send me lots of crypto in order for that to happen. I need those LBRY credits in my new scheme and scam, the grift.
That's right.
It's here.
What the fuck is Odyssey? What is this shit? Is this like some kind of like, you know, am I going to go to jail for clicking on these links, bro? Like, am I going to jail?
It's the new fucking, yeah, bro, you're going to fucking jail. Like, it's a honeypot, totally sold out. We're just trying to get everybody's names on lists so I can make crypto and cash out and leave you losers behind. That's what's going on.
Who was the best OBS guy you did? It's obviously not me because I've got shit internet. I wish it could be me, but
I don't know. You're up there. You're actually up there as one of the. You might actually be the best OBS.
500 kilobytes a second, my bro. I'm not even like. I wish I could be good, but my internet situation isn't good here. But you gotta
well, I mean, look at your competitors. So it's like King of Paws, you know.
Yeah.
Fucking Kraut, who's like just a total fucking boomer. Like, I don't know. Like, is it Hemi? Like, Hemi still fucks up. Can't even get the right intro music. Had to restart the video. Half the time with Kraut, the shit's muted. I don't know. King of Pole is like technically competent, although sometimes he fucking bricks it.
Yeah.
Dispatch, we thought he would be like the fucking king of OBS because he's like the Elon Musk of our time now. That's how he presents himself.
Yeah.
But the audio was shit on that one as well. I mean, I just gotta say, probably every OBS tech we've ever had has been a miserable failure. So, I mean,
hey, there we go. At least mine isn't my fault. Okay. At least I if I was in like a good house with a good internet, if I actually moved my laptop to like someone's house with a good internet, I probably would be fine. But it's just not going to happen anytime soon.
It's over. Like, we can't get anybody that can run OBS with any level of proficiency. I thought I had a solution, but then the fucking Persip and fucking the Squire fucking laid a big egg there with the OBS. I don't know. That was Brian again. I thought Brian had it sorted, but no. Last, no. It will never be sorted. We're fucked.
All right. Last question. When are we doing Lat to Stream 2, bro? We're going to do this shit. I'm ready.
So, it was going to happen, but now Godwinson's on vacation again. So, I don't know. We might just do it together. But I don't know. We'll see if he comes back this week or not. But.
I mean, I can do it with him anytime. Like, I'm okay to wait. Like, this shit can like simmer and build, and we can do another. We can build up to a great stream too. We don't need to rush it. You know, we got all the time in the world. Yeah, unless I die.
The Red Letter Media stuff is the funniest, I think, part of the Lotsa saga, isn't it?
That's the funniest stuff that you've heard of and seen. But there's a lot of other stuff that I've got from my TV days, the bag of TV tricks of some old Kickstarters he was involved with, him and Linkard.
Oh, no.
That, like, a lot of people don't know about. This is, like, some, like, serious, like, some deep bag into the Chicago film school scene
deep
stuff.
Lore shit.
The deep lore that...
I gotta get it going.
I sent all this shit to Jim when he was doing his Tig with Tig videos. He didn't touch it. So this is the first time breaking news in any capacity.
Jim's fucking that guy with the glasses shit sucks cock. It's very, like, basic shit.
It wasn't deep. It didn't get the deep dive. Like, we didn't get the Brad Jones deepness, you know? Like, even, like, some surface level 4chan, you know, image stuff. It has, like, all the stuff with, like, Brad Jones, where, like, you, like, take a shot every time someone crosses their arms and kick ass, you know, stuff, you know? Like, that's the real shit. Anyways.
Based.
Lots of stuff. Yeah, no, give me... I don't know. Any other questions from the chat? We've been going for a while. Like an hour and 20 minutes.
I don't know. We're probably good to go.
I guess
somebody actually comes up with a question.
Are we going to do a post show for Revolution? Do a Sunday post show? You can do that?
Yeah, we'll do. That's this Sunday, right? So yeah, we'll do that.
I'll do that.
Do a show after Revolution wraps.
We'll do, and let's just review the Shaq match. I mean, let's review Shaq and the Tully match. I don't need to review the rest of the stuff on that Dynamite. You know, we can just go over the pay-per-view and a couple of the big matches. You don't have to go through everything.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. Unless there's something that's just incredibly fucking amazing or abysmal that people want to hear about.
Right. Maybe when Big Show debuts, he like falls over and breaks his hip on the first day. It'd be pretty funny.
That would be amazing.
Let's see. Any more stuff on Chaggett or his dad? I don't know. I don't have any. I missed the Chaggett stuff. I feel bad I missed that, but I had to work, bro. You guys were doing when I was at work.
Yeah, it was what it was. We could only get him at a specific time. I mean, look, Andy is going to do some more stuff with Chaggett, I think, this week. He's having Chaggett on to battle Chaggett. So that's going to be, I think that's the next arc of Chaggett. I'm kind of done with the guy. Like, I feel like he was thoroughly embarrassed and like humiliated. And like he's like making response videos now, and he's like showing up in my chat all the time. And if he keeps doing it, I'll have to humble him again. But I just kind of want to move on from the guy because there's only so much you can do with somebody that autistic.
That's true.
Before it's like straight up like total bullying. It's like, driving this man to kill himself.
So did anything happen at the Aflac thing? What was the Aflac shit?
So Aflac.
What happened at Aflac? Aflac.
So they had a Filipino woman named Michelle Malkin come out, who's like a 50-year-old Filipino woman, and they all chanted "Mommy." They went "Mommy, Mommy, Mommy." Mommy.
That's no good. Where's the Aflac chant?
Then they started attendees chant. They started attendees chant. They started a Groiper chant. She said based and red pilled. And Steve King came out and praised Judeo-Christian values. And then the lighting went out. Like the audio the whole night was fucked. Like you couldn't hear shit. It was way too low or it was way too loud. Then before their like main speaker came out, all the lights died. And the guy was speaking for 5 minutes in darkness. Like there was no power. And then at one point, like at multiple points during the night, there was a guy with a Star of David laser pointer in the crowd who was like shooting a Star of David onto like the speakers and onto like the podium. At one point, there were 3 different Stars of David, one blue, one red, and one green, that were all like flying around. Like at one point, like the Representative Gozar was in complete darkness, only illuminated by the Star of David on his head.
Oh my god, this is fucked.
Then there was Louis Theroux. Louis Theroux was invited to AFPAC. Do you know Louis?
Yeah, the fucking documentary guy. Like that's like the guy who makes all those like documentaries about like those like weird cult people, you know.
So apparently he's been following Nick around for a year, and he brought a camera crew to film all of AFPAC. So everybody who thought that they had like great security and shit just got totally blown out. They had Groiper trading cards.
Okay, now listen. Does Nick know who Louis Theroux does and what he makes, what his content is? Like, does he know?
You have to imagine he does.
Does he know what's coming from him? Does he? Like that's the guy who made a documentary on the porn stars, right? And like all these other like fucking like heroin addicts and stuff. So
he made like a documentary on neo-Nazis. He's done one on neo-Nazis, the KKK before. He's done Westboro Baptist Church, and he always paints them in a terrible light. I think Louis is also Jewish. Part like Jewish.
Is he just not aware of what's going to happen? Or does he not care? Well, the publicity is bad. Does he think he can get ahead of the publicity? Like he's like, oh, I'm too good.
I don't know. It might be part of a deal he's done with the feds, where they're like, well, if you do this documentary, that's going to be terrible for the white cause or whatever, then you're going to get reduced sentencing or whatever the fuck. I have no fucking clue. It's either that he doesn't know, he's completely ignorant, he doesn't give a fuck, and he's like just wants publicity, or that he's like selling everybody down the fucking river. But at AFPAC, you had to fucking get a picture of your face taken with Nick. You can't come in. Then it's like itemized by number.
That's fucked.
And then, yeah, like it's just a total fucking scam. But you did get in your gift basket, $10,000 gift basket. You got a set of limited edition Groiper trading cards.
Oh,
like the Nick Pepe, the Nick Groiper, and like the Bumblebee Groiper. Then the after party, like they started chanting the N-word at the after party with Confederate flags waving around. Drunk as fuck. So that happened. Nick went up and battled Lady Maga, the drag queen, tranny.
Oh.
And the drag queen was about a foot taller than him and about double his width.
Nice.
And he got blown out and fucking pressed by a fucking tranny.
Oh my god.
So that's AF Pack in a nutshell. It was a total fucking disaster.
Yeah, flat. Well, I'm glad I didn't care about that shit. I was too busy partying with girls.
That's right, buddy. That's right.
That's what I was doing. I wasn't getting laid, but I was sowing the seeds to reap the harvest. You know what I should do? I should just fuck Emma Watson.
One of these days.
I should just fuck Emma Watson to really BTFO Zach. Just let the bill like the fucking ultimate BTFO to Zach once and for all. I should just
She's probably been asking for it.
She'd do it. I bet you she would. She's like fucking self partnering right now. She's a femcel. She's the OG femcel, and I probably could get her. And I would just humiliate Zach. I could take a photo with her and post it on the board and say, "Hey Zach, guess what?" And he'd just be BTFO'd forever. It would be over for him.
Oh, amazing. All right, do we have anything else in the chat?
No,
or
it doesn't. Even if we do, we don't, because I'm done. I need to go to sleep because my life is ruined. PPP, my life is over. This fucking
it's not.
This fucking Splatoon 3, really Nintendo? Splatoon 3 Nintendo. That's what you decided to close with.
Splatoon 3. I'm hyped for it, bro.
Bro,
I'm getting it just to piss on Godwinson's grave.
That's right. All right.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
I'm not gonna mew, you fucking creeps, you fucking
You need to mew, buddy. You're gonna get a fucking strong jawline if you mew, pal. Are you doing the ice cold showers every day?
What the fuck?
Ice cold showers?
I don't know what the fuck this shit is, dude.
And then you fucking lift weights.
And is this
then
where
you're
like you
get
grind
girls
for mews in Pokemon or some shit? Like you
so
what
you do is you hold your tongue, the roof of your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
In place behind like where your front teeth are. You hold it in that spot. And as long as you keep holding it there for hours each day, your jaw will become stronger. Your jawline will become stronger because apparently that's proper tongue posture. Apparently that's how people who have good jawlines hold their tongue all the time. And because we weren't born with Chad's genetics to know to hold the tongue like that, that's why we weren't able to get any women.
I got some bad news for all of you. I already do that. That's like my natural tick to do, and this is the jawline that got me. So, if you want to keep doing it, you can. But that's what I naturally do. It's what I naturally do. That's my natural tongue resting position. So if you think that makes you a Chad, bro, I got some bad fucking news. Unless you think my jawline's super Chad.
Is that how?
Actually, maybe if I got rid of the fat, I have a Chad jawline. I'm pretty wide. I got the
maybe, bro.
Maybe that's it. The truth is behind this.
It's time for the gym arc. It's time for the Gahoole goes to the gym arc and loses all the weight and becomes fucking Chadrick. You should change your fucking name from Patrick to Chadrick. Chadrick. I knew a guy whose name was Chadwick. He was a preacher. His name was Chadwick.
Isn't the name of the Black Panther guy who died?
Yeah, it is. It's Chadwick Boseman.
Bro, gotta love that cape shit. All right, I actually have gone to the gym. I'm going to the gym once a week since I started, but maybe I need to go more.
Maybe you should just stop eating.
I need to drive fast, bro. I need to drive fast like Yakuza, and then I need to leave TV forever.
Maybe, bro. Maybe if you just only watch Netflix approved shows, go to the gym, stop eating.
Listen,
then maybe you'll get a girlfriend.
I need to jelk it to Anya Taylor-Joy in the Queen's Gambit.
Yes.
All night long. Yes. And that's going to get me a bigger cock. And then the ladies
you start jelking, doing penis weightlifting, like the Falun Gong or whatever it is, then maybe you'll have the sexual stamina required to get a GF. It's fucking... It's a tough world out there, man. You got to be a hustler. If you're even going to get 3 out of 10,
you know what they call me at school, PPP. They call me the Husky Hustler.
The Husky Hustler.
The Husky Hustler.
Well then, bro, you gotta just start hustling some 2 out of 10s on the fucking corner.
No,
hire some whores, bro.
I'm not doing the 2
hire some whores.
I'm worth more than that. I'm worth at least a 3 or a 4.
Well, bro, hire some whores then. Get some whores in.
There's no whores in
You know?
St. Cloud.
Yes, there is. Go on Backpage, bro. I swear there's going to be some whores.
Listen, unfortunately for you, the whores all travel south for the winter here. They all fly south.
We'll go to the strip club, bro. We'll go to the strip club.
The strip club shut down. My strip club went out of business. It's for sale. I can buy them.
Not the strip club.
Oh, this is it. This is the gimmick. This is the grift, bros. Okay, listen. I need you all to give me all your money so I can invest in and buy my local strip club, and then I will literally be able to purchase it because it's not just the building that's for sale. It's the business itself, including the employee contracts. I will literally be buying. Oh, he dropped. PPP, you still there, bro? Let me try disconnecting the call. PPP, you there? You disconnected, bro.
All right, there we are. We're back. So
and
you're going to buy a club.
Because it's not just the building that's for sale. It's the entire business. It's the building, the facilities, the amenities, and the employee contracts. So I will literally be purchasing women. I'll be buying women, PPP. I'll be able to buy myself the GF. The stripper core GF. I'll be able to buy her. I'll buy us all GFs. We'll all have our own personal stripper core GFs.
It makes sense, bro. Everybody's got to donate. Get the Patreon going, buddy. Let's get it going.
It's the harem arc, bros. This is the time.
The harem arc, bros.
It's like just down the street from my cabin. You guys can all stay up at my cabin and like my lawn, so you can set up campers. We can all go to the strip club together that I own, and we'll be able to pick out whatever one you want.
This is the final solution to the incel question. And then whenever there's a prominent incel online, you just reach out to them and be like, "My friend, I have a strip club. It's okay. It doesn't have to be this way, bro.
It's my strip club. I own the horse. I'll become the incel pimp, the pimp king of the internet."
Here we go. All right, I guess that's the high point. We're never gonna surpass.
This is fucked. My life is so fucked. Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep.
This is my last resort.
Cut my life. One thing, I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard I try. Keep it inside. I tried so hard and fought so hard. But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Oh, have a good night, everybody.
Yeah, I'm going. Peace.